Hey everyone, this is Eric Bobrow of the Architect Marketing Institute. We help architects build out effective marketing systems that attract and win better clients and projects. And I'm really pleased to have Brian McCartney today from ArcMark. They have a very similar mission of helping architects build their business through websites and better branding and communication. Nice to have you with me today, Brian.
Thanks, Eric. It's great to be here. Thanks for the invitation.
Yeah. We've been talking a lot about a problem that most architects are aware of, which is that they put in some effort on building a website that shares beautiful images of their work, but people aren't finding the website. Their clients aren't discovering them online. Why? Because Google is not ranking the website, and that the underlying issue there is it's not optimized for the search engines to want to share that website. You've been studying hundreds of websites and of architects. Tell us a little bit about what you've discovered that are preventing most architects' websites from ranking in Google.
Yeah, SEO is the number one problem that we found when we looked at more than 550 architecture firm websites. We evaluated them, studied them, and 90% of firm websites that we looked at had serious issues with SEO. So it's not a mystery why they're not getting found online.
Yeah. So SEO, I know, has several components, including some technical aspects and some things about linking to a site from other sites. But a key thing that we've talked about that an architect does have control over, that you can make, all of you who are watching can make a difference right away, is the content of your website, the things that you share beyond just the pictures of your work. Tell us a little bit about the types of content that can make a difference for Google and for potential clients.
Well, it's really simple. I think all of us are aware that people are using the internet to educate themselves. And so they're asking questions. They go into Google, they ask questions, and Google gives them answers in the form of suggested resources. So if your website is answering the right questions that your ideal clients are going to ask, then Google is going to recommend you as a top resource. And that's really what it boils down to, just answering the right questions.
Mm-hmm. Now, answering questions requires expertise. And in fact, all of us who are professionals in any industry, and particularly in architecture, are really expert in certain parts of, certain types of projects, certain types of clients, the issues that they face. And so sharing your expertise is something that really is a natural thing, but most architects don't do it on their website because writing articles and things seems like a big effort. Now, you've developed a whole way of approaching expertise content, a whole system. You want to tell us just a little bit about how that system works and what it does for an architect?
Yeah, it really is. It is really as simple as having a conversation, but it's called the Expertise Engine System. And it does start with a conversation, just really dialing in who is that ideal client, what are some of the questions that we can answer for them, and then having a simple framework for answering those questions, and then turning those answers into content that you can have on your website to attract them.
Right. So we've been working on a webinar, creating a webinar, and we're now ready to share that with the world of architecture. So for those of you who want to make your site rank higher, bring in more of your ideal clients and projects, just click the link that you'll find on this video or on the page below that will give you information about the webinar. It's been approved by AIA for one learning unit of continuing education or CPD credit. And in this webinar, I know, Brian, you've got it all set up to show the roadmap, show the actual key steps that an architecture firm can do to very quickly start the process of SEO, of improving the ranking on Google. And I believe you've had some good success that you're going to be sharing some case study examples.
Yeah, actually, we're going to be sharing a great example of one client who is now booked out since March, has been booked out through the first quarter of 2022. We're going to be sharing his story, but we're also going to, just like you said, be breaking that framework down into a very easy to understand system that you can apply for your own firm.
So really excited to share this with all of you who are watching. Just click the link below this video and you'll find all the information you need. And in 1 hour of your time, you'll learn really the things to focus on that'll make a big difference for your website getting traffic through Google and through other sources, because in addition to being a brochure that shows examples of your work, you are sharing your expertise. So you become the obvious go-to resource or go-to firm for a particular type of client. I think you've done a great job, Brian, on sort of codifying all of that and coming up with a framework that's relatively easy to just step through.
Yeah, I think, if you're looking for more high quality inquiries through your website, this is going to be an hour well worth your time.
Okay. Well, thanks, Brian. Thanks to all of you watching, and just click the link below and you'll find all the information you need to attend the SEO for Architects webinar.